monthly candle in XRP just closed at a critical level. This is exciting to know that we just crossed through our resistance level. We closed the monthly day confirming a breakout. That is critical. We move on to a line chart and we see, historically speaking, we do that, we retest and bounce. That's a good bounce. Now, when you go look at Bitcoin, it does show you similar possibility that the price action may do. History does show you that the opportunity is ahead. Let it be the bottom of a bear market or the bottom of the wave structure. You got something similar. So denying the fact may not give you the actual opportunity, because right now you are looking at textbook patterns happening even in XRP, and I'm like, that's good. You got 30% right up in the micro wave 1, and for the wave 2 you have done 60, and I'm like, that is kind of 2 to 3x, 2x, right? For the wave 2. Now you correct back down, consolidate here and run back up. That does look healthy. Market is showing you a lot of different assets which look like this in the macro, which means at a long-term support range, they bounced back from there. Zooming in, you see a small trend formation. It is right now trying to break through, form the trend and move to the upside. You observe a lot of these different assets are doing the same. At a macro level of support, they're bouncing back up, testing that level of support and breaking through the pattern. This is not something you should be neglecting, because the market right now is showing you the fact that it can ride the waves. It is literally trying to trend higher. You don't deny the fact when the market is showing you a higher high, higher low, higher high. So that just showed you market is trending higher. What else are you looking at in the market? How is things evolving? Like, you will see nano caps. Don't jump into those watching these big ROI, because it's like $700, $300. So you're not literally going to get your actual money out, because it can be just a pump and dump. Make sure you understand the importance of volume. Try to stay with assets which stays there. If you see ZRX, which is pumping right now, it does look like a decent amount of volume is playing in the market, and that makes sense, right? So we are going to break down through all of this, because the macro does show you some concerns on the other side of this market, and you may have huge opportunity on this side. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. Right now, we are observing a lot of these assets breaking through. We are all getting the breakout from the pattern. It retests and bounces with a bullish structure. So you are forming that micro wave 1, wave 2 structure, or you can just say higher high, higher low, and a higher high, confirming the trend. So what are we looking forward for Bitcoin? Now, this is not the macro view, it's a short-term view showing, the micro structures of 1, 2, 3. You complete that and then do a ABC correction. Now, it does show there is a possibility we may do this. Now, we'll have to sit and analyze that how things are evolving, because on the other end, this is US 100, meaning the NDQ, showing you we are breaking back higher. We talked about this yesterday, saying we broke this level. That means you are going to get upside. The measured move of this breakout is 30%, so that's not a small deal. Right now, on Dow Jones, it's showing you the RSI broke higher. So the price is right now moving back up. The pattern is positive. If you break this pattern to the upside, market is going higher, because on the other end, you also see bank deposits are moving out, and it is happening literally at a way higher momentum than it used to be. Now, yeah, from last year, you are seeing money going out, but right now, it's like boom, it's dropping. People are taking their money out of bank, and there are other perspectives here in the market, like banks tightening credit. And I'm like, okay, yeah, they are hiking the interest rates a little by little. But I'm like, okay, is that the real quantitative tightening still happening? Because when the banks are failing, they're bailing them out in one way or the other. So the level of credit crunch coming, we cannot deny the fact that credit crunch is coming, because liquidity is going to dry up. But the primary question should be like, where are these guys taking the money out to? I'm not saying it's to crypto. It can be gold, it can be silver, it can be any other commodity, but they'll go for the most liquid ones. At the same time, if you see what we just talked about right now, when the market is trending higher, risk on sentiment comes on. When they see enormous ROI structure forming here and people making money in crypto, automatically you will observe a lot of that money coming into the crypto market. We cannot deny that fact, right? As we just saw, IZRX is actually breaking through and riding. So if you are looking at the market cap, what you will actually look at here is like, there's a weekly chart showing you a clear structure which formed the wave 1 here. Wave 2 is most likely going up, and we really don't know how high it's going to go. So basic stuff, we are going to look like, okay, we know it's 2 to 3 times wave 1 in wave 2, but in crypto we have seen average of 5x, and like 12 to 14 is something which I've seen like the highest. So there are some rare cases where we had like 20, 30, but that's rare. But if you put this together, you can say like, okay, you are literally going to look for like 230%, which would be somewhere here. The market has a long way to go. And remember, this is a macro view, which is a weekly chart. If you actually zoom in on a daily to see, okay, what are the pattern forming here, you literally will be looking at the support range. You cannot deny the fact that the price came here, bounced at that range for some time, and then capitulated. So that is a critical range. Now, you broke back to the upside, you consolidated at that range, you made this initial leg higher, the pattern which we detailedly discussed in our digest this month, and I'm so happy that it is playing out as I detailed. Now, the digest was out, 28th? Here, somewhere close to 28, I think. And right now, you're here. One of the reasons for identifying these patterns and the volume and how the price action candle works is giving you this ability to understand what the market structure is showing you. Because the same thing is happening here on a different time horizon just. Now you jump back into XRP, which is more important for a lot of us. You see similar structure playing out. So what we just talked about in the other asset is here. You're just starting this leg. You had this correction, you went up. That's where HBAR is right now. That's where IZRX is right now. You see a lot of these assets doing this. Now, what is going to happen after that? You're going to correct down to the moving average and then bounce back up. But while you correct back down, trying to catch that knife is going to be the hardest part. Don't try to go over leverage. Don't try to do that kind of stuff. Rather, go look at XRP to other assets. It kind of helps you a little bit more to understand the market a little bit better. Say instead of XRP dollar, you can look at XRP Bitcoin. Now we broke this level. So if it's me, I would actually say like, okay, we had this level of resistance, which we just broke higher. Now, when we are coming back down, here also we are getting that structure. So you come back down here into the support range, get that supply-demand equation cleared, and then bounce back up. That is what we are looking at. It will surely be really healthy to see the market even reversing the direction from here to check back this level of support resistance and then bouncing back up. Now, market can be volatile, and that's nothing to fear about. Market is going to be volatile, that's for sure. Then you come here, look at XRP to Ether, which is, the signal of altcoins when it is actually moving higher. Now, why this is more important is, say, we just looked at XRP, we just looked at Bitcoin on a monthly. And what we just noticed is that on a monthly, we just saw all of these running higher. And XRP to Ether is showing you, okay, I'm showing bullishness, but I haven't actually erased a lot of these candles here. So you're still waiting to get confirmation. You're still waiting to see a break above this point of resistance. So to put that into perspective, XRP against Ether, it needs to move another 24-25% to break through to start our next wave to the upside. So now we need to understand what Ether is doing right now. If Ether is showing you the same level of bullishness, it's going to be really hard to follow, right? And that is when we come here, look at this and like, okay, Ether is also breaking through and erasing all of these candles. So this is like the capitulation from Terra Luna. It started here and it went all the way down here. It started early in the May, right? First week of May, and it was panic till June, the end of June. And then we saw a little bit of bounce back, consolidation. Then by November, we got the FTX. We did this level. Since 2023, the start of 2023, we start observing the market pushing back higher. A break here means Ether is going to go back up. So jumping back into XRP to Ether, if Ether is about to go up, and XRP is showing you that it is under this signal and it is still about to go back up, this is going to be at least for XRP to run till they are 60% against Ether. So if Ether is moving 60, XRP will have to do a 360% run up. So that means what I'm coming on to is I think the momentum in XRP running higher is going to be way higher than Ether or most of the large cap assets. You can actually look at a lot of different assets in the same perspective and you will see like, okay, some of them has not actually shown the same amount of bullishness, erasing all the way back to that level. Some of them are still here. Cardano has not actually broken to the upside like that on a monthly. It is still trying to break a resistance, a critical one, because it happened to be a support before, then a resistance. It is trying to break that. Yeah, that does look good, meaning on a weekly chart, getting a cup and handle pattern is not a bad deal because it's a reversal and it's a bullish signal. So getting this pattern here is in fact bullish, and if you break this particular level, now your measured move is 75% to the upside once you break that. So it does show you like, okay, it's starting to look a lot like the momentum happening here. You may actually get the cup and handle pattern and then break to the upside. All of that is possible, but the difference is here you got the cup and handle after breaking the accumulation level. And that was a painful period too. We know that, right? We've been through that level. I knew personally a lot of people who were asking like, why is this asset not moving higher? And then all of a sudden, they started thinking like, okay, where should I take profit? Where should I take profit? It went all the way up to 3.1. And I still remember taking profits 3.03, 3.05 and informing my friends like, buddy, I think this is a critical level, a good level to take your profits. Do consider that. And he did, right? So while we look at all of these information, if you are looking for something like that, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below, where you get to see all of these one by one for all of these assets. So you know the level of resistance, you know the targets, you know when they are breaking higher, when you have a target, and to focus on the assets which are doing well, because on the other end, you also have some of these which are having some issues. So whether that's a short-term issue or a macro is going to be the key in whether you take that idea into that trade, into that asset, or you completely neglect that asset, because you're seeing a lot of these assets breaking through. Say here we are seeing like Icon, one of the oldest project, a Korean project, and literally when you go into Icon and look at like, the spot market, you are literally seeing like it is starting to show you this similar structure which a lot of altcoins are showing you right now. So if you understand this, you are now going to make money, meaning the market is reversing and you're not jumping out of the market. Yes, you zoom out. Yes, you look at the critical level of resistance. This has been a previous support which turned into a resistance. So we strongly believe that breaking through this range does show you a huge run to the upside is coming. Because if we put in practice, you can actually now roughly, if you draw this, you'll actually get to see like there is a possibility that the price, now that was not great, there is a possibility of showing you an inverse head and shoulder pattern with a measured move of like 100%. So if you pick that top exactly, you'll get somewhat like that. Say 90 to 100% right to the upside after the break here. So you plot that and you see, okay, that does show you if the price is moving like that, now it's a reversal, you're going back up. So there is a lot happening in the market. Now, why is that important? Because when you actually zoom in and understand, like, okay, we are getting volume and the volume is being respected, the price is going higher, there is something happening. Now, keep in mind, there is going to be a lot of assets doing this. You don't have to jump around from one asset to another. You literally have to enter into one, know your targets, take profits at the target. If you're a long-term guy, maybe 3 months, 6 months, I don't know how long, but you are going to see those targets hit. If you're a short-term, most likely you're going to see all of these coins which are going crazy, hitting your levels and then jumping out. So at these levels, if you don't take profits, a lot of other people are going to take it. And if you're completely fine with these short-term corrections coming in the market, now that's just noise. It go up, it come back down, and then go back up. You're going through that volatility because you're looking at a much higher price point as your exit target. So if you are aware of where you're going to exit for that particular asset, it's completely fine. Otherwise, make sure you understand the macro structure. Make sure you do keep in mind that the wave entry is important. Wave exits are important. Understanding like you're not looking to catch the third wave structure, whether it's in the micro or the macro. You're literally looking for at least some way near the test of wave 2. Say for XRP, it's going to be way higher. If you are looking at Bitcoin, put it like $80,000 to $90,000, it's going to be a lot of uncertainty. $100,000 is like a psychological level where a lot of people are going to dump that asset. I don't think they're going to wait for $1 million. So when that happens, make sure you do take profits. Guys, if you received value for your time, please do hit that like and subscribe button. And if you are looking for things like this, you can look at the link. It's given in the description below. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.